It was a fine summer morning. I was in the room upstairs and the sun rays are passing through the window. I just locked the door and simply broke down in tears. My heart was so heavy that I was sobbing uncontrollably. My only thought was, why in the world would he do that? And suddenly the bell rang. I was in no condition to go downstairs and open the door to welcome our guests for the birthday of our elder daughter. I knew Ellen would take care of guests and will serve them refreshments. As the door opened, both of the girls started screaming out of excitement, "Grandpa is here!" I knew I didn't have much time and would have to go down to greet all the guests before the cake was cut. So I wiped my tears as best as I could. I washed my face and put on a really nice dress for the event. And after taking a solid 5 minutes, I finally opened the door to go down and meet everyone. I gave myself a final glance, and to my surprise, I really looked good in this new dress that Ellen had given me last month. I smiled at the mirror and went downstairs. Ellen was serving fresh juice to everyone upon seeing me. He protested a little, "What took so long?" I just shrugged and replied I was preparing for the party. I went on to greet grandparents of the children and to greet our new guests. Soon another bell rang. This time it was Emma. She was looking good. When she saw me, she couldn't hold back her excitement and complimented my dress and my shoes. We had been through college and university together, and now we both are married. I had 2 girls and a loving husband. She had 1 lovely boy and the true love of her life. After hugging me, she asked, "How are you holding up, dear?" I was almost starting to break down when she just hugged me and comforted me. She said, "I've something more to show you. Just keep yourself together for now, so that kids may enjoy their day." Soon everyone was there, including 10 children and 3 parents. The grandparents' talent had arranged everything on the table. The girls were excited to cut the cake. After cutting the cake and opening the gifts, which included their favorite dolls and their storybooks, all the kids went into the garden to play. While parents were in the dining room having conversations, Ellen's parents were watching TV. Emma took me to the other room and started to show me the pictures. I again started to sob uncontrollably. I could not believe what I was seeing. It was Ellen sitting in the restaurant with some girl in her late 20s. Both were laughing and it seemed like they were having a really good time together. I couldn't believe this actually was happening. Ellen and I met a long time ago, like almost 10 years, while he was visiting the city and I was a tour guide. We instantly clicked and had a really good conversation. We talked for the whole day and were not tired, so we planned to meet the next day as well and to visit historical places in the city. I was so excited to show him around and introduce him to everything that the city had to offer. After a couple of days, he went back with a promise to return. To my surprise, just after 2 weeks, he shifted permanently to my city and started a job here as a lawyer. What took me off ground was that he basically shifted for me, as he was so intrigued by my personality that he really wanted to see where it goes. We started seeing each other on a regular basis. Days were kind to us and we got engaged, and it just took us a couple of months to get married. My in-laws were very super nice people and we both were such good friends that we never knew what arguments were like. We had our first baby girl. Just after a year, we both were happy and joyful over the moon. After 3 years, we had another baby. Our family was complete now. I got busy taking care of the children, while Alan was busy building his career. Life was good, but who knew the tides would turn in odds? One day, as Emma was visiting a restaurant with her husband and saw Ellen with some girl having dinner, First, she brushed it off thinking that she might be a client. The next weekend, she saw them again having dinner. This time, she was very skeptical, so she took a couple of pictures and sent them to me. I was shocked and didn't know what to do or how to process this all. I did not want to confront him without any proper evidence and to create any sort of scene. So I hired a private investigator with the help of Emma to check if the rumors were true. It took her 2 weeks to cover Alan's schedule and take pictures of his clothes. I was surprised to see that a girl that I mentioned was almost meeting him on a daily basis, and they were having their lunch together. This literally broke my heart. As the birthday was just around the corner, I did not want to make any scene, so I kept quiet, and I was hoping once the birthday is over, I would confront him and ask him about his side of the story. Fast forward to today, I was still with a heavy heart, yet I tried to cover it all up by putting up a nice smile to make my girls happy and comfort the guests. After the cake was cut, Alan and his parents planned to have a picnic near the lake, so we packed our stuff and hopped in the car. Emma and her husband also joined us upon reaching the lake. The kids were happy to feed the ducks and to play with the ball, while Alan went fishing with his father and Emma's husband. Me, Emma, and Alan's mother were sitting in the shades of the tree. While enjoying the fresh fruits, my Mill noticed my face and asked, "What's bothering me? Why do I have heavy eyes?" Without saying a single word, I started crying uncontrollably. Emma told her the whole story and showed her the pictures. Even she was taken back and was surprised to see all that, as she had not hoped that after having kids, Alan would do any such things. She also comforted me by saying, "Have some patience, dear. We'll definitely follow this up, and if the rumors are true, Alan will definitely pay. But before you take any step, make sure your information is 100% true, and you've shown this all to Alan as well." After the picnic was over, we returned home and observed the difference in my behavior. So he asked what was bothering me and what was the issue. Me, being a sensitive girl, could not hold back my tears and started crying again. Alan tried to hug me and comfort me, but I was shaking and sobbing uncontrollably. I simply showed him the pictures and explained everything to him. At first, he was quiet, but after a few moments, he hugged me tightly and said, "Oh, my love, my poor baby, I'm so sorry that you had to go through it all. I wish I had told you the situation from the very start. Honestly, it's not as you think. It is, in fact, she's also married and has 3 kids of her own. The thing is that she is an undercover cop and is tracking a criminal and collecting evidence and recording his audios. While me, being district attorney representing the victim's family, had to accompany her to make sure everything is done by the books and all the evidence is collected so that trials may start as soon as possible. Apart from this, there is nothing between us, not even platonic friendship. I am so sorry that you had to go through it all and experience such level of pain. I love you and I would never betray you. And I love you with my whole heart."